Okay, so here we are. We have our ground turkey. We have 1 egg, and we're going to put that inside. I have some milk here. I'm just going to put like a little drop, like what you would use when you're scrambling eggs. I'm going to put some pepper, black pepper in here. And today I'm not going to be measuring anything because I kind of know how much to put in everything and I just do it. So, sorry if you need measurements, but basically I'm just going by what I know. This is adobo seasoning. It's all-purpose seasoning for like chicken and steak and fish. So I use that a lot, especially with turkey. And I have Old Bay seasoning for seafood, poultry, salads. So I use this also. Okay. Now I'm going to mix it all together. Also, I have some breadcrumbs. Now, I actually had breadcrumbs, real breadcrumbs, that said breadcrumbs on the box, and they're all gone. So what I did was, we had some saltine crackers that basically were kind of stale, and I just mushed them all up in the bag, and now I'm going to add them to my ground turkey to use as breadcrumbs. And now I have all my ingredients in here. Now the other thing I normally do is I normally put green pepper and onion in here, but my family really doesn't like green pepper and onion, even though they really can't taste it when it's in there. But today I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to put a little Parmesan cheese in here just because I like to experiment a lot, so you'll see me adding stuff, and I think it's okay, you know. I'm going to put a little teriyaki marinade and sauce in here. And then I'm going to mix everything together. And this is going to be my turkey burgers. Now, while I'm doing all of this, I do have some water boiling in the background. And that's going to be for my rice. So I'm just mixing this all together. Before I got started today, I made sure I put my apron on and I washed my hands and I took my rings off. Well, not in that order. I took my rings off first, washed my hands, because, you know, I like to be clean. I like to have a clean kitchen when I'm cooking. I like everything to be clean. We don't have any pets in the home, and if we did, they definitely would not be in our kitchen. So this looks pretty good now, and what I'm going to do now, it looks really nice and mixed up. And like I said, a lot of times, in fact, 90% of the times, I'm putting onions and green peppers in here. But today, I'm not going to bother with it. So now, I'm just going to leave this for a second. And I'm going to come over here to my rice. And I use the bowl in the bag rice. And the other thing about what I'm making today is it's going to be really quick. Because normally when I cook dinner for the family, it's like 30 minutes or less. And I don't take forever to do it. So I'm going to show you how I have my water that's already boiling. And so I'm going to put my brown rice in the water. And I'm just going to let it sit. I believe it takes about 10 minutes. I never set my timer, but for the video purpose, I'm going to take my timer and set it for 10 minutes. And then when it goes off, we'll know that it's ready to go. There you go. And then over here, we have the grill. This is I love this pan. This is a great pan that I bought from Macy's a long time ago. And basically, I'm going to take some canola oil cooking spray. I'm going to spray down this pan. It's a grilling pan, so it's pretty cool. You know, it leaves a little grill marks on it. I love it. Then I'm ready over here now for my turkey burgers. So I'm going to make, this was 1 pound of turkey. And what I'm going to do, I have a family of 4. I'm just going to make 4 big turkey burgers. And one more thing before I get started, I'm just going to put some water.
Oh Lord.
Some more water over here. so that this has enough. Because normally I do make 2 normally, but I guess I didn't put enough water. So that's enough water right there. So now over here, I'm going to make 4 big turkey burgers. So the good thing when you put the breadcrumbs in it and the egg also, it keeps the burger together, so it's not like falling apart on you and everything, and it's not sticking all to your fingers and everything either. So that's a great thing, and also it makes it taste good. There you go. That's 1 big old burger. And what happens is, you know, the meat always shrinks, so I make it extra big, so even when it shrinks, it's still a nice patty, nice sized patty. So I'm just flattening the meat out and making it nice and uniform. You know, I want them all to be the same size and same width and everything. Number 2 right there. Here's the 3rd one. So the other thing that I do while I'm cooking is I think about what is going to take the longest to cook, and I cook that one first. If I was making something like macaroni and cheese, I would be boiling the noodles first before everything else. So rice, you know, you have to boil it for 10 minutes, so I cook that first. But as you see, the turkey burgers, I'm getting that. This is my 4th and last burger, and there's nothing else left in my bowl. This is the last of it right here. There's my 4 big burgers here. It's cooking nicely. I have the fire on, if you can see over here. Well, I have an electric stove, so one jet is big here and this one's small. So the one in the back that's big, I always put it on a little lower than the one that's in the front that's smaller, because it always cooks, you know, faster and heavier or higher. So there you go, and that's the 4th burger there. And so now I'm going to put this in the sink, and I'm going to clean up here. And the other thing I like to do while I'm cooking is I like to make like a little sink full of soapy water, and all my dirty dishes, I'll just go ahead and put them in there so it can be getting clean. And then cleanup is not that hard because you're cleaning up as you go. So that's the awesome thing. Clean up as you go, and then when it's done, you don't have that much to do. I'm going to actually wash this out and use it again. So this whole time right now that I'm washing, what's going on over there at the stove is the burgers are cooking on one side and the rice is boiling, and I set the timer so that I'll know exactly when it's ready and I don't have to guess at it. I don't have to, you know, wait or overcook anything. Okay, so here we go. I always put a little ladle out here and or a saucer or both so that I can rest my utensils on. I'm going to mess with this a little bit, move it around a little bit, make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay. So while this is getting done, well, I'm going to turn it down a little bit to 70. And while this is getting done over here, I'm going to start with my green beans. So and like I said, you know, everything I'm doing here is quick and easy, you know. I got the Del Monte green beans in the can, and I always rinse the can, the top of the lid off, because, you know, dirty and been sitting in the grocery store. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put it just in a plastic container and pop it in the microwave, because that's going to be the quickest way to do it. Okay. I'm going to put a little butter in it. If you notice, I'm moving really quickly because I just like all my food to be hot at the same time. I'm putting a little salt in here, and I'm going to pop into the microwave Normally I put the lid on top and not completely, you know, pressed down. I'm letting the air get to it, but this time I'm just gonna pop it in there. I'm gonna put it on 2 minutes. And then over here on the burgers, I'm gonna take a look at this one, the first one that I put down. See where we are. So I'll be right back, YouTube. I'm going to get a couple of utensils.